here above my head. Boom. Right there. Y'all see that? It says the 18th, Monday, the 18th of November, 2024. You know what season it is? Well, y'all can't see the calendar properly. Hold on, let me move my head pause so y'all can see the calendar. We are a little over 2 weeks, basically a week away from the official air date. Well, December, which is usually the part of the gaming season where the year's wrapping up and everybody starts thinking back what was the best games this year, as well as what game should I get my such and such, whether it be son, husband, girlfriend, grandpa, whatever. What games should I get them for Christmas if they don't already got it? And now we're gonna talk about the Game Awards and what awards were there. But before we get to talking about what is the such and such game of the year, what is the overall game of the year, the fighting game of the year, so on and so forth, first thing I wanted to do was quickly go over which game or which video games have been nominated for the most awards this year. And we'll get to the Game of the Year games in a second, but Astrobot and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth are tied for the most. And second, we got Metaphor Refantasio. In third, we got Metaphor Refantasio. And tied for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, but I'm losing my track. Okay, my brains is scrambled right now. So tied for first, we got Astrobot and Final Fantasy VII. Definitive third, Metaphor Refantasio. Tied for fourth, so fourth and fifth place, is Balataro and Silent Hill 2. Tied for sixth place, tied for sixth place are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. That being Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. I don't know how. Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree, which I'm surprised it got this low nominations. We already know there's a high chance that this shit wins Video Game of the Year, even though I might get into that a little bit later. But I think this is making it obvious that they should make a DLC of the year category, because, like, for example, everybody loved Phantom Liberty last year, and that shit, if that was a category, would have won that. Sweet, no problem. And this year, I feel like it's not fair to put a DLC in the same class as a video game like that. Like, it's a bit of unfairness there. Like, even my bias towards Elden Ring, my pure hatred towards Elden Ring aside, I don't really think that's fair for Elden Ring. Now, I want Elden Ring to have all the negative challenges possible, but being fair, keeping my journalistic integrity in my chest for a second, I don't think Elden Ring should be in the Game of the Year category. But like I said, we'll talk more about that later, maybe. But tied for what was I saying? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games tied for sixth place, being Black Myth Wukong, Helldivers 2, Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, which I got right here. As y'all can see in my OBS preview, it's downloaded now. But Call of Duty Black Ops 6 and Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree, a DLC expansion. That being said, let's look at the list and see what the games of the year. First off, let's see what the game of the year is, and let me see how many of these I've played or I need to play till so that I could be able to talk shit. Balataro, I've been really meaning to play Balataro. I really need to play that shit. What else is there? Astrobot. Yeah, I know I played that. Beat it. Balataro. I'm gonna play that because that game, it doesn't look like anything I've seen before, so I want to give it a chance at least. Black Myth Wukong. I'm not playing that game. I'm gonna keep it a band with you. If I do play that game, it's gonna be like in 5 years after it gets like 1000 what do you call it? Not balance patches. Stability patches, like those. That's not the word I'm looking for, but y'all know what I'm saying. Patches that make the performance patches. Until this shit gets a ton of performance patches in like 2-3 years, like on some Assassin's Creed Unity shit, then I'll play it. Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree, never touching that. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, all 3 of these games on the bottom, don't even ask. I'm not touching neither one of these 3 because all 3 of these games are long as fuck, and y'all know how I feel about long games. Actually, at the end of this video, it'll have a link to a video essay I did recently about long games. You know, slight plug. I swear I didn't plan that. December 12th. So officially, how many days is it? December 12th. Okay, that's a Thursday. Oh, let me set my alarm for that. 1 second, y'all. What time does the Game Awards come on December 12th? 7:30, and it'll last until 11 p.m. All right. Let's see. What do I want to do? Oh, I want to set an alarm. Okay. I'll put it at like 1 p.m. Okay. No, please let me set the day. Stop. Please let me set the day. December 12th. Okay. Let me label it. The Video Game Awards come on today at 7:30. And fuck y'all. If y'all notice that, fuck y'all. Anyway, Balatar I'll definitely try. Wukong, I'll put it like this. Wukong to me looks like a 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10 head ass game. But you know, because it's, I don't want to say riding a trend in a bad way, but because it's doing something similar to a genre of games I don't particularly enjoy, I don't give a fuck about it. So it's more so personal bias. Child of the Earth Tree has a strong chance against Astrobot in my opinion, but you know how gamers are when cute and cuddly games that don't have the name Mario on it come out. They all think it's childish, it's kiddie. We don't give a fuck, that shit is ass. This is probably higher review than Shadow of the Earth Tree, if not close to it. Actually, let's check the Metacritic. I don't gotta do the talking, I don't gotta do the guessing. I remember that on Metacritic, this shit was legit so far when it came out, the best reviewed game of 2024. Critic. Okay, let's go. Astrobot. I thought I clicked in there. Yeah, see, look, it's sitting at a 94. Oh, I clicked teacher time. So Astrobot sitting at a 90 floor, got a couple hundreds. I remember when the game came out, I got a lot of 10s. The user score and the critic scores are very close. 94, 9.3, damn near the same. And let's look at Shadow of the Earth Tree. Of the Earth Tree. 94. So they got the same score. Is there a difference in user score? Oh, user score is a little bit different. Let me scroll to where y'all can see it. Okay, user score is a little bit different because the critic score is 94, user score is 8.1. So the critics fucking love this game. Also, it's an RPG. Critics love art. Gaming critics, I don't know what it is. I'm not saying that they all automatically dick ride any game that's an RPG, but what I've noticed over the years is that people who are like video game critics tend to lean in favor of RPGs and stuff like that. I don't really know why. It's just something I've noticed that I one day want to dig deeper into. But I feel like some of this score is affected by the fact that Elden Ring is known as a notoriously difficult game. But critically, they're about the same. Critically, they're literally have the same score. So critically, they're the fucking same. So I think these two have like a big chance of winning. But Balataro, like this game came out of nowhere, and I keep hearing about this game over and over and over and over. So obviously there's something to it, because you know where there's smoke, there's a good chance that there's a fire. So like I said, I'm gonna definitely play this one day on stream, see what it's like, see what it's talking about. Give it the old Steam buy and refund if anything. Oh wait, shit, I'm supposed to look at the rest of the nominations for the other categories. The only other category that genuinely, oh wait, no, I could exit that out. The only category I've genuinely seen is Fighting Game of the Year, but I'll talk about that category and how I feel about it when I get to it. Game of the Year, we already went through that. Best Game Direction. All right, what's in Best Game Direction? Astrobot, Balataro, Black Myth Wukong, Shadow of the Earth Tree, Final Fantasy Rebirth, and Metaphor ReFantazio. Oh, actually, you know what? Let me do this. Let me go to the Game Awards website. Yeah, let me look at the categories here, because I think this website has explanations with it. I don't know why I didn't think to do this. Oh wait, I did try to do this earlier. Let's exit out of that. View all categories. Okay. Actually, you know what? Boom, let's do it like this. Golly, there's a lot of categories. I'll just open the ones I care about. Direction, narrative, art direction, scoring music, audio design, performance, innovation and accessibility. I can't really talk about that. Games for impact, can't talk about that. Ongoing, community support. I may have a thing or two to think about it. Best indie game, we'll see. Best debut indie game. I don't know what the fuck is the difference between these two. Best mobile game. If Marvel Snap is in that category, you know who I'm going for. VR AR. Shout out to Marty Dude VR. I don't use that shit. Best action game. I could definitely talk about that. Action adventure. Best RPG. We'll see. Best fighting. We'll save that for last because that's the one I really want to talk about. Family. Probably Astrobot. Sim strategy. We'll see. Sports racing. We'll see. Multiplayer. If the finals is in there, I'm definitely going that because it was ineligible for last year because the finals dropped during the Video Game Awards last year. Adaptation. If Fallout is in that category, easy sweep. No questions asked. Most anticipated game, we'll see. Content creator of the year, don't care. Best esports game, we'll see. Team, don't give a fuck. And these open during December, so we'll see when we get there. But where's best fighting game? Yep, best fighting. All right. Oh, we can vote? Oh, okay. Hold on. Hold on, let me see if... Oh yeah, let's sign in with my Twitch right quick. All right, yes, authorized. Okay, there we go. Look, my wait, is it gonna load up? Whatever. My profile is nice and loaded up, as y'all can see. I don't know why y'all can't see my PFP. Whatever. So yeah, we're gonna go through right quick, and vote. Y'all know who I'm picking as my game of the year. We already know. Next category. View all categories. Okay, so let's go to best fighting because I got thoughts, nigga. I got thoughts. No. Close tab. Best fighting game. First I'm gonna talk about my thoughts, my feelings about these, and then I'm gonna go off of like talking about what I think the general consensus is. First off, general consensus, mine included. So this is both my thoughts and everybody else's thoughts. Why the fuck is Multiverses here? That nigga's not getting fighting game of the year. Now, I personally enjoy how Multiverses plays, but as I will always state, due to my journalistic integrity, I have a bias towards platform fighters. I enjoy platform fighters of all manner. That being said, most of the people who played this game do not like it. Most of the people who touched this game did not like it. It was too slow. It was too clunky. It felt like you were moving around in mud. You went online and you went up against a sweat every time a fucking character release. You get hit with a new infinite. Fucking you go online day one with a character. Somebody else playing that same fucking character day one kills you with a dumbass infinite that they have to take the character out the game, disable the character just to fix. Characters that previously had infinites that they took out the game and the beta they put back in the game for the official launch had to take back the fuck out the game to balance the characters and take out the infinites. No, you're not winning any votes. I'm surprised they even put you in consideration, and that's me being real honest to God thoughts. And this one, I'm speaking on behalf of everybody. Honest to God, I don't know why the fuck they're here. I really don't. All these niggas did was take their drawers off, balls drop, testicles going towards the floor. They dropped the ball more than once. They dropped the ball so many times. Like I said, the only reason I can even fathom that they're here is because they got Batman and Shaggy able to beat up Steven Universe and the Iron Giant. That's the only thing that even justifies speaking about them in this fucking category. But talking about everybody else, I will have to say that my favorite is definitely not Sparking Zero. Sparking Zero is a good game. Yes. Did I enjoy my time on Sparking Zero? Yes. That was one of the few rare games that when I played it on stream and tried it out, I genuinely had fun playing the game. And even if I wasn't on stream, I would still have fun playing the game. But I dropped this game pretty quickly because I didn't want to play online. I didn't want to play online with people. Every time you swing at them, they teleport. Instant sparking! And then beat your ass for 20 minutes. That isn't fun to me. But what have I kept saying about this game? Even though this isn't a bad game, I feel like this game is like a 7 out of 10. It's like a middle of the road game. But the fact that it has Dragon Ball Sparking Zero and that it's attached to Budokai Tenkaichi, all the old boomer gamers are coming out of nowhere. And because it has Dragon Ball period, all the people who aren't boomer gamers playing this game, they're gassing it and giving it a little bit more gas than what it really is. So not a bad game. It deserves to be here. Definitely not my pick. Didn't even know this came out this year, respectfully. Probably is a good game. Probably is a sleeper pick. Probably is a pick that people of this game who play this game probably went, hey, that shit is fire, but it's probably not going to be up there. Holy shit, it's up there. It's probably that choice of this year. But I haven't played it. Didn't even hear about this game. And I'm in the FGC, so that's saying something. This is 100% what I'm voting for. Even though journalistic integrity kicking in here, it's kind of unfair to include this because this is basically a re-release of like games that came out in the 90s and 2000s repackaged into one game in a way to where it gives it modern day features like online and stuff like that and just makes it so that it's accessible physically and on modern consoles. And I actually need to go to Amazon and put a physical version of this in my cart because I want to have this shit on disc. But yeah, I don't feel like it's necessarily that fair for this to be here. But like I said, Marvel vs. Capcom lover here. It's one of like, if I made a list of my top 5 fighting games of all categories, like if I include all fighting game categories, it may not be 1, it may not be 2, but it's definitely going to be in that top 5 for sure. 100%. Marvel vs. Capcom 3 will be there. Fuck y'all thought I was gonna say I like 2 better? Hell nah, nigga. 2 is great. 2 is amazing. I like 3 better though. But Marvel vs. Capcom 2 does deserve a mention in terms of best fighting games, most fun fighting games of all time. And yes, I know that the shit includes like 5 other Marvel vs. Capcom games, but let's be real, 99% of the people buying this fucking game are buying it for 2. They may play Marvel vs. Capcom 1 online every once in a while, but after fucking December, everything that is a Marvel vs. Capcom 2 lobby on this game, dry. That shit's gonna be dry, dissipated. Dust gonna come out of his mouth when it cough. Tekken 8, professional Tekken hater here. Yes, hi, that's me. But I won't sit here and lie to y'all. This game, when it came out this year, even though it was a little bit of trouble with the battle pass that was added posthumously and them sticking their finger in your butt and charging you for characters that were previously free. Like I said, this game also had a lot of controversy with the way they implemented things, but because they got Arata, I think this game has a fighting chance against Marvel vs. Capcom and Sparking Zero. Because really, this shit is like if we're going for value here, like I said, this is my personal pick. This is what I'm gonna vote for. But if I have to be real and I have to take myself out of it and say what of these is definitively the highest quality game out of everything here, it would be Tekken 8. The only thing Tekken 8 has that I don't like is, like I said, the DLC for characters that you already have for free and them adding a battle pass after like a month after the game came out. I don't like that shit, but that was cleared up and rectified. Quality wise, this game is higher quality than especially Multiverses. It's a new game, unlike Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics. It's a completely new game. Unlike Grand Blue, I actually fucking heard of it. It made a splash. The community that plays this game and the community of fighting games gathered around this game. When I went to Defend the North, you know what game my ass had to play when it was 3 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning at that venue? This shit. Where is it? Where's my bag? Actually, where's my bag or the controller? Either one. Fuck. I can't find it. God damn it. I wanted to show it. But you know what my ass was playing? 2 o'clock in the morning when all the people who played Smash went to fucking sleep. All the people who played Street Fighter went to sleep. All the people who played all the retro odd off games like Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on like Dreamcast. Fucking what else did they have? They had Street Fighter Third Strike and an arcade cabinet. They had the capture card hooked up to it and everything. What else did they have? They had Virtual Fighter, whatever the last Virtual Fighter, the shitty one. They had that hooked up in a retro game when everybody left that bitch and everybody was asleep. You know what game my ass was playing? Tekken 8. And I'm not gonna lie, as somebody who loves platform fighters, I'ma forever hate this fucking game. But I cannot disrespect this game as a journalist, as somebody who understands and has journalistic integrity. I will not disrespect this game by lying on it. I will disrespect this game by calling it a piece of shit. But this game is a very high quality story that I was gonna beat on my stream deck, which y'all could go watch those videos. I will, you know what? I gotta finish that. Cause that was a fucking funny ass idea, beating this game with a fucking stream deck. Beating all of Tekken with a stream deck. I'm gonna finish that series. Cause the first time I tried to record it, my everything fucked up and I couldn't record it properly. But I'm gonna definitely come back to that. Anyway, Tekken 8, highest quality game on this list. But because of my bias, I'm voting for that. Best game direction. So what do they qualify as best game direction? Awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. So I can only speak on the games that I played, right? Off the rip, I know there's a lot of you that love Final Fantasy VII, but everybody I know that played this game and every fucking YouTube video I seen about this game, everybody had the same complaint that a third of the way into the game, 2/3, however the fuck much, I didn't play this game, I'm just going off of what I heard multiple people say. Nobody likes the fact that halfway through this fucking game, you're just playing mini game after mini game after mini game, and they're required, and a lot of people found them annoying as shit. Even though it's like mirrored or similar to the OG game or whatever, people hate. Please stop hitting me with your tail, sir. People hate the fact that this game has so many mini games, so this shit is not winning. From what I saw of Metaphor, from watching other people play the game, it probably has one of the stronger chances. Up here, people love the dick ride. Elden Ring, Black Myth Wukong, this shit. Like I said, it's a middle of the road game, and one of the reasons why it's a middle of the road game is because of the direction. Now again, I'm just going off of what I saw. Oh wait, why is my shit lagging? Hold on. Let me see how my shit looking right now. Okay, no, I'm good. Okay, no, I'm good. But I had to check and make sure everything was good. But one of the reasons why I'm saying this is a middle of the road game is because there's simple quality of life features completely missing from Wukong. For example, everybody says that in this game is hard as fuck to navigate. There's a lot of invisible walls that put you down a pipeline. That's not fun. The fact that the way this game is designed is pretty hard to grind in this game, you know, in a Soulsborne type of game, that's not really good game direction or good game design. You know what? Now that I think about it, I'm thinking about game design. Game direction, was the idea of this game cool? To me in particular, it wasn't cool, but nah. A lot of people like the way that this game was creatively, except for, like I said, the fucking way that they funnel you into shit in the worst way possible. And like I find it interesting that in this fucking monkey game, there's no platforming and no platforming sections. Like, I heard somebody else said that and I was like, you know what, I actually find that pretty interesting. Y'all have a monkey game, one of the most agile characters that there is possible, and he's not allowed to fucking platform? Like, that seems like a weird decision. Balataro, again, I don't know enough about this game. I'm gonna definitely play it though, so I can see what's up with this game. Why I keep hearing about this game, I keep forgetting, but yeah. Astrobot, come on now. Astrobot Defender here. The thing I like about this game is that it's genuinely creative, and the way that they took the game, they took a more laid back approach, because I feel like a lot of these games nowadays, which excluding Battle because I haven't played that, the other 4 of these games up here fall into this category. I feel like a lot of games are trying to appeal to older gamers because the average gamer is over 30. So a lot of people who are gamers have had experiences that are similar to Astrobot and whatnot already, and they've played the dev games like that back in the day, and the N64 GameCube era and whatnot, and they're kind of tired of it. So a lot of people who are older gamers want a more laid back, want a more challenging single player experience, because you know they've played easy games before. They played easy baby games such as Tekken 8 all their goddamn life. Well, not all their life, but you get what I'm saying with my point. They played easy baby games like Tekken for a very long time, so they need something that's a little bit more of a challenge, but they want something that's a challenge in a single player mode, because they're tired of playing against like hackers in Call of Duty or like whatever multiplayer game, Call of Duty, Fortnite, or whatever. They're tired of playing against hackers and sweats and those types of games, so they want to play something that gives them a challenge, but it's single player, so they can take that challenge whenever they want. Because again, average gamer is 30. They probably got kids, a significant other, a job, this and that, and a whole bunch of other life ass reasons why they can't sit here and play the game for 30,000 hours, but they can go back to a single player game and play that over and over, right? So all 4 of these games feel like they try to challenge you, and they're very like difficult. And I'm not saying difficulty in games is a bad thing. Don't never get that twisted. Difficulty in games is not always a bad thing. I'm saying all 4 of these games, mostly these 2, and then these 2 a little bit less, but still a valid enough amount. Let me move my camera up here temporarily. But these 2 a valid enough amount to where they just try and push you to be harder. And it's like, I enjoy how Astrobot is a chill game. You could come back to that game whenever the fuck you want and still know the whole story, still know what's going on, hop right back into the game. My ADHD loves games like this, so I'm voting Astrobot. Journalistic integrity intact, I'm voting Astrobot. Best narrative for outstanding storytelling, narrative, and development in a game, only 5. Silent Hill 2. I haven't played any of these, and I haven't played a significant portion of any of these, so I'm not going to talk on that category. Best art direction. I'm not going to lie. I was about to say Astrobot, but then I saw Never. If Never is the game I think it is, then that might just win. Like, let me look at some screenshots of Never. I'm gonna look at some screenshots, and I'm gonna look at a little bit of gameplay, because all those other games, I've seen those games in action, so I know what their art styles look like in action. But I want to see some screenshots of this. Oh, this game looks, oh, this is one of those games that look like a painting all the damn time. Ooh. Yeah. Wait, hold up. Let's look at this. Never's a visually stunning game. That's the topic I want to hear about right now. So is this a video essay or, oh no, a rap. All right, respectfully, subscribe, like. I want to see some gameplay. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit too. Playback speed. Yo, let's go in double speed. I just want to see how the game looks. I'm gonna skip around a bit. Yeah, like I said, it looks like a chill little platformer game, and honestly, I like this. I like the way it looks. The way that this game switches colors and the way that this game looks in action and is just well and crisply animated, making up words and shit, this animation is so good. I like it. And then the way that thematically it changes colors. Wait, is Never a like 40-minute game? Never. How long does it take to beat this game? Damn, it takes 3 hours to beat this game? Oh yeah, I love this game already. I might have to actually, like, play this. I mean, this is the type of game I would mostly play off stream, because it looks like it's one of those platformers where you don't say shit the whole fucking time. Like, you're just jumping around, looking through different environments, looking through environmental storytelling. But yeah, this game looks beautiful. That game looks beautiful. Fuck that. I love Astrobot, but that game looks fucking gorgeous. The whole time you're playing the game, it looks like that shit's gonna look like a damn painting. I'm not gonna lie, that's getting my vote, but I'm gonna talk about the other games up here. Astrobot, gorgeous game. The reason why I'm gonna give it to Neva is because all of these games, well, this one looks more like comic book, cartoon, manga-y-ish, but all these games go more or less for like a more realistic 3D type of look that I'm tired of. This shit takes a bold leap in a different direction. Because I'm not gonna lie, the average person who plays video games, they're gonna see this game, they're gonna go, what the fuck is that little kitty ass, colorful ass, indie ass game? Fuck out of here. And they're probably gonna dismiss it. But it looks beautiful. It looks beautiful. I'm voting Never. Hell nah. Hell nah. That game looks beautiful. Like I said, I might have to play that. Okay, score and music, not gonna lie. I'm not even gonna explain this one. Go play the Stellar Blade demo. I haven't even beaten the game. Probably will never beat the game. I played the fucking Stellar Blade demo. I was like, music of the year. Astrobot is a close second though. So it's kind of up in the air as to whether it'll go to Stellar Blade, Metaphor, or Astrobot. But nigga, this game, I haven't like watched any Silent Hill 2 gameplay or played it. Mostly because I don't give a fuck. And also it's a remake, so I double don't give a fuck. But like, out of everything up here, the Metaphor music is more like varied and more orchestral, and that's not really my type of bop. That's not really my type of vibe personally. But I have heard some cool tunes come out of there. Astrobot, nigga, like real shit. I'm at the brink of putting some of that shit on my playlist. Cause like, if I was riding with my mans, no Diddy in the car, and he said, "What your name was?" My dumb ass gonna reply, Astrobot, just out of habit, bro. Because like every time I hear that damn song, I get hyped. That fucking, when I be sitting in, bro, there was one time I was sitting in the crib, I just turned on SSD Speedway. Cause that shit's just such a banger. The fucking Galaxy thing, like bro, this game has so many bangers in it. Like, I'm still low-key mad that you can't cut the music off, but I was like, you know what? This game doesn't have a terrible score, so I'm not mad I can't turn the music off, man. Music in this game is fucking crazy. Oh, goddamn GPU jungle? Nigga. Anyway, like, the fact that I can name songs from this game is crazy, but technically speaking, I beat this game and I didn't beat this one. But the tunes in this game 100% go harder than Astrobot. But it beats it out by like, if Astrobot is 10 out of 10, if Astrobot is 110 on the scale, Stellar Blade's 120, just a little bit. Best audio design, as I showed y'all earlier, and move my stick around. As I showed y'all earlier, I'm downloading Call of Duty, so we'll see. That, and I heard there's some shit where you gotta pay for the fucking audio or something like that. I don't know. I still gotta play the game to determine, so this one is up in the air. Haven't played this enough or watched enough to know. Y'all saw my video. This shit literally would not work. Silent Hill, the little bit of sound design I've heard from this game is pretty cool. And it is pretty like crunchy and crisp and realistic. But I like the way that this goes in like a bold new direction. So yeah, this category I'm not too qualified to talk about because this one does have good sound design. I've heard enough to know this has good sound design. Couldn't play, not gonna play, about to play, beat. So awful bias, I'm gonna vote Astrobot, but this one could change. That one is still a bit up in the air. Best performance, let's see if I know any of these. Silent Hill, Senior Saga, no. Outlaws, no. Life is Strange, Double Exposure, I haven't played that yet. Final Fantasy, not qualified to talk on that, so I won't. Best ongoing, let's see what's up here. Helldivers 2, hell no. Hey, you know what? To be real, because Helldivers 2 is new, it has a very high chance of winning. Despite all the fuckery that it went through this year, it still has pretty strong numbers on like Steam and PlayStation, and it is consistently, since it came out in the beginning of the year, since it came out in the beginning of the year, it has been consistently one of the highest played, most brought games on PlayStation and Steam. So I gotta give it its respect. You know what? Let me clap it up. Despite the fact that this game was so ass, I returned it the first time I played it because I got banned on TikTok playing it, which whatever agency I was in, fuck you for dropping me. But we gotta clap it up. Is my clap it up button not gonna clap it up? It's not gonna clap it up. I forgot to open. Oh, there you go. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it. It'll load when it load. There we go. Exit that out. Oh, well. Drag it off screen. There we go. What the fuck? Why is it so long now? Pause. Anyway, my bad. I just had to do that real quick. Drag that off screen. All right, now, Helldivers, again, we're gonna clap it up for them. It's gonna load. Give it a second. Well, even if it doesn't load, I clapped that up for them already, and it'll eventually clap it up for them again. Wait, let me make sure I pressed it. Okay, I did. Strong numbers despite having a big downfall, big downwards trend when they fucked up the game. Fortnite, they've been adding innovative shit all year, and in Creative 2.0, they're always gonna be in the running. Final Fantasy 14, fuck out of here with that Final Fantasy shit. Haven't heard a word about that, so I don't know. Diablo 4, I've heard a lot of people like that DLC or expansion or whatever you call it that they drop, because every morning when I'm scrolling through my gaming publications looking for new articles, new things to talk about on every stream, I constantly keep seeing Diablo 4 and that damn update or whatever the fuck it's called that they dropped. People talking about it. Destiny 2, one of the highest rated DLC packs this year. But out of everything here, because this came out this year, and also it had a moment in not only just the FPS or the PvP corner of the internet, because when this game came out, it had a moment in gaming, like how when Elden Ring came out and people who don't even play From Software games was hopping on the train to play. Like, for example, there we go, clapping it up for Helldivers, coincidentally when I went back to talking about them. But how things happen like this year, Casanat went and played it, and he like played through the entire game, didn't get off stream till he beat the entire game type shit. Since he went through this game and played it and played Elden Ring and beat it and got more eyes and attention on it, like it had a moment in gaming like that. I think Helldivers, even though they may not have had him, like somebody like him playing it, had a moment in gaming like that where people outside of hardcore or like softcore gamers knew about it. So I'm a vote Helldivers for best ongoing. Also, Fortnite has had like 40 chances to win it. Let somebody else get a fucking chance. Best community support, No Man's Sky. Not even a conversation. This nigga has been dropping update after update, and this year I heard he dropped a big. I was looking up some stuff about how crazy this game has gotten, and like the amount of stuff there is in this game, like you can't even travel across the entire game anymore. Like, well, you can mechanically, you can, but it's like it'll in real life take weeks to get from one side of the solar system to the other. And then on top of that, the game is always procedurally generating more new worlds and adding more updates to put new stuff on those worlds, new alien types, new car parts, weapons, crap, new all types of stuff. And this year they dropped a fucking humongous update. So off the way that this game turned it the fuck around, I'ma go No Man's Sky. Helldivers 2, the way they responded to the way they dropped the ball, they're in the running. Fortnite, they haven't had bad community support, so reasonable. Final Fantasy 14, Final Fantasy, I don't give a fuck. Baldur's Gate 3, they deserve to be in the running because their community heads, their community leaders are really sitting down listening to the community and like fixing up things in the game according to what the community is asking for, from what I've seen on the outside looking in. So all of these games, except fuck no fantasy, fuck you Fantasy 14, deserve to be in the running, but this, you win, bro. You win, you got it. Best indie game. I haven't played any of these. It's probably gonna go to Animal Well, but Neva because of the fucking art style in that game and the way that game looks beautiful in motion. Neva. But being that Balataro is going up for Game of the Year, it's probably most likely gonna be Balataro. Not too qualified enough, so we're gonna exit out that though. But just guessing, it's probably gonna be Balataro. Debut, not gonna lie, is gonna be between Balataro and the Plucky Squire. Because the Plucky Squire, I seen it, and the way that the game is designed and the way the game looks, I was like, ooh, that look fire. These other three, wait, I might have heard of Manor Lords. That sounds familiar. Is this a game where you could hop off the horse and like shoot shit? Is this that game? Cause I forgot the name of that game.
We are here in Manor Lords with our big project coming up.
Nah, this is a city builder game. Get this shit out of my face, respectfully. I'm good off that. Yeah, I'm not too qualified, but like I said, it's between Balataro and the Plucky Squire. Most likely Balataro because it's going up for Game of the Year and people fucking love that game. Animal Well does deserve a mention. All right, best mobile game. Probably again gonna be Balataro. Wuthering Waves, it has a strong chance because I know a lot of people that like that game, but I've played that game and I've seen gameplay and I was like, Pokemon trading card game Pocket, the fucking Pokemon game. Do I have to say more? We already know what it is and isn't. AFK Journey, it's a game that asks you to put your fucking phone down. My biggest question is, where the fuck is Marvel Snap? Wait, was Marvel Snap last year? Was Marvel Snap in the 2020 award? Okay, it was. Video game 2022. There's no way that game came out in no fucking 2022. Yeah, everything here is 23. The fuck? Yeah, BAFTA, the Game Awards. Yeah, it won Best Mobile Year 2022 winner. That shit did not come out no fucking 2022. I did my review for this game like late last year. This shit did not come out no fucking 2022. I don't know where they get that shit. I don't know how the fuck. That shit doesn't make any sense. Anyway, going back to it. It's like I said, it's between Balataro and Zenless Zone Zero, only because I haven't played Balataro. I don't give a fuck about Pokemon. Wuthering Waves is a ass game. AFK Journey, never played it. I'm going for Zenless Zone Zero because I did play that game this year. And when y'all could go back to watch when I played it on stream and I said this shit is pretty cool. It's just the combat is fun as fuck, but when you get into the gameplay, I want to sit down now. Hold on. Table, sit. You, excuse me. Excuse me. Yes, you're in my chair, sir. Excuse me. Thank you. You can sit back down, I don't mind. Alright, now to go back into it. Best action game, Wukong. Wukong has a strong chance. I don't know why Black Ops 6 is here, because I consider that an FPS, not an action game. That's a completely... Oh, you want me to have this side? Okay, thanks, Birdie. I don't consider this an action game, really. I don't have to play the fucking game to know what it is. It's Call of Duty, man. It's Call of Duty. Same fucking game every year, more or less. But out of these, I'm surprised this wasn't in a running for Game of the Year, but I told y'all that shit can't be Game of the Year already. Stay mad at yourself, fuck nigga. Anyway, damn it. Anyway, I don't know why this is here, so I'm gonna just pretend like that shit just doesn't exist. Helldivers 2. All of these games are strong runners. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna disregard Call of Duty because that shit's a FPS to me. But honestly speaking, these shits are all strong contenders for this category. I personally would give it to Warhammer, but like anybody who tried to argue Stellar Blade, Helldivers, or Black Myth Wukong, and then, you know, Call of Duty niggas is of course gonna argue for Call of Duty, I actually wouldn't be mad. So this game really is a toss up in the air because I didn't personally like Stellar Blade's combat system, but a lot of people love the combat system, and I could like see where if somebody was into this type of action adventure game, where they could have fun and how they could have fun with it. So I won't write off anybody for liking Stellar Blade or thinking Stellar Blade should win this category or arguing for it. I would just say it isn't my personal pick. Same thing with Helldivers and Wukong. I can see where people have fun with it, even though I may not enjoy it. It's just I personally will go Space Marines. Because I just like the way this game is more, especially because of the fact that with this game, you go put the guns down and knuckle up. And if I don't knock you out, the razor coming out. Wait, what did he say? When I slice you, I'm an uppercut? Oh yeah, when I slice you, I'm an uppercut. Then I'm gonna grab him by the chin, another cut. Give him another cut. Look like he trying to buckle up. Look like he trying to buckle up and a seatbelt won't work, or whatever that nigga said. So, I like the way that this game lets you switch between in both PvE and PvP, like the story mode, and in where you're fighting the environment. I like how in both those modes, you're able to not only shoot, but you're also able to use your melee weapons, and they have little different combos you could do with them, different weapon styles, different combinations you could do with different abilities that you have. So like the way that this game has variety in the ways that you could attack and beat the shit out of everything around you, I personally just have to give it to Warhammer. Stellar Blade does have a variety of styles, but to me it's like, it just didn't excite me. Helldivers 2, same thing. Just didn't excite me. And I know you may be saying, wait, but Captain. Wait, but Dub C's. Wait, but Captain. Wait, but Dub C's. Isn't Helldivers 2 also a game with guns, meaning it should be disqualified? Yes, but the reason why I say it's in a different category from Call of Duty is because this game prioritized, like the gunplay in this game feels unique and it doesn't feel bad, but this game prioritizes the action aspect of the game, not so much as like a Warhammer or a Stellar Blade or a Wukong, but it prioritizes the action of the gameplay more than the gunplay. Like the focus of this game isn't the fact that you have a gun and that you're supposed to shoot shit. The focus of this game is that you're put in this treacherous environment and you have to fight your way out to live. That's what the focus of this game on a gameplay, like a level gameplay perspective. That's what Helldivers is about. Helldivers is about you fighting against the bugs and fighting for democracy of Super Earth. So I think it makes sense for this game to be here like more than this one, because this one, the guns are just part of the environment. This game doesn't focus on the gunplay. This, on the other hand, And Wukong, like I said, I see where people have fun. I understand where people have fun. I don't care. I'm not gonna play this shit till they drop 100 patches for it, or until part 2 come out. I personally don't care. Doesn't look bad, it's just not for me. Best action adventure game. Echoes of Wisdom. I haven't watched a single second of gameplay footage, so I won't speak on it. Star Wars Outlaws. A lot of people shit on this game, but as an action adventure game, it's not that bad. It just has some rough edges. Silent Hill 2, I would consider this an action adventure game. It's not gonna win for me though. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. Now, for the, what are you doing? Sir, please. Thank you. You want pet? Give me the heady. Hi. You like it? Okay, you stop hitting me with your tail, please. Anyway, back to this conversation. Out of all of these games, the one that I think has the most solid foundation as an action adventure game, where you're just as much beating up or fighting against bad guys in addition to like actually being an adventurer and exploring the environment which you're in. I feel like a Metroidvania should always like should always win, but should always be in strong consideration of this category, because the basis of that genre is trying to make you look around your environment more than one time and really understand your environment, look left, look right, and know where everything is at by heart in your head. That's what I think a good adventure game should do. Now, Star Wars Outlaws wasn't a bad adventure game. Like I said, I haven't played this one either. I'm just talking off of what I've seen. Looks rough around the edges. Silent Hill 2, I don't know about this one. I haven't seen enough on this one, so This one, I love this game. This is an amazing adventure game. Action game? I want Astrobot to win a lot of categories as an Astrobot fan. But action game? As a journalist, I can't sit here and truthfully say, yeah, Astrobot has action in it. Like, yeah, you punch stuff every once in a while, but just because you're punching shit, that doesn't mean it's an action game. That's like those dumbasses who go, oh, if you can fight in the game, it's a fighting game. No, bitch, a beat 'em up is a separate genre than a fighting game. Because that's why I hear that argument the most. Like, yes, there are a lot of fighting games and beat 'em ups that are close with each other and whatnot, and that play into each other in terms of play styles and whatnot. But it's like, yo, those are two separate genres. Beat 'em ups are a completely different genre from fighting games. Yes, they're parallel to each other. They're close to each other. Sometimes they even intersect, but they are not the same thing. They can intersect because they are two different things. That being said, Astrobot, gotta give it to Prince of the Persia: The Last Crown. Also, this was a very, very, very slept on game that didn't even get a second chance at life or nothing, because not only did Ubisoft poorly market this, they put it in the wrong places at launch. So it's sad to see this happen to such a good game, but how the industry goes, man. This game, though, if you want my recommendation on it, this one I have actually played a good portion of, like off stream when my pops was playing it and whatnot. That game actually goes hard. It's fire. Best role-playing game. Let's see if I can talk. Metaphor, Final... Nope. Y'all already know what I'm gonna say. This shit... I don't even like RPGs. I don't know why the fuck I even opened. Does it load the votes I did vote if I reload it? Okay, no, it does not. Best family. For the best game appropriate for family play, irrespective of genre or platform. So, I forgot this shit came out this year. This was a game that came out early in the year, but was quiet through most of the year. So look, I'm gonna be real. Out of all these games up here, the one I've actually played with my family, my mom in specific, is Astrobot. That's what he said his name was. Astrobot. Princess Peach Showtime, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know enough about that game, so I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Super Mario Party Jamboree, it's a Mario Party game. I don't, like, if you're watching this video, statistically speaking, you know why this game is up here and why it should or shouldn't be up here, blah, 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 blah. Don't have to talk extensively about a fucking Mario Party game. Legends of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that's a more single player sided game. And even though, like I said, I gave Astrobot praise, even though it's a more single player sided game. Hold up. Even though it's a more single... Actually, yeah, let me put this bitch in rest mode. Even though it's a more single player sided game. And you know what? I'm gonna leave that one alone. Because like I said, I don't have enough experience. I don't have enough experience to really talk on it too much. But the Plucky Squire, that one I could definitely say is a game you could play, even though again it's single player. That one is definitely a game you could play with the jitteries or watch the jitteries play and whatnot, because it's a game that sparks and inspires creativity. It teaches you to like think outside the box and whatnot. It helps teach creative skills. So the Plucky Squire would actually be a decent game to play with your jitteries, or like if you wanted to get your mom into gaming or something like that, and she saw how cool and colorful this game looked. Or let's say your mom is already a gamer and she just doesn't like a lot of modern day sweaty FPSs, or she doesn't want to fucking learn frame data to play Tekken because everybody swears to God you have to learn frame data to play a fighting game. Then something like the Plucky Squire could be good. Now, all bias aside, who do I think is going to win this category? Super Mario Jamboree. Bias included, Astrobot. Alright, best sim strategy game. Age of Mythology Retold, Kunitsigami, Path of Goddess, Mandalore, Unicorn Overload. Haven't heard a single one of these games besides Frostpunk and Kunitsugami. And Kunitsugami, I feel like this shit is not gonna win. Let me state that. Now, I don't think it's gonna win because nobody knows about this fucking game. Nobody's ever heard of this game. This is a who nigga, what game? Head ass game. So I don't think nobody's gonna vote this goddamn game at all, period, point blank. It is what it is and it ain't what it ain't. But this game was a really good game. I played the demo on stream. That video might be up on my channel. I think this was a really sleeper hit, sleeper pick type of game. This game, I said I wasn't gonna buy it at full price. I'm gonna buy it in like 2 years on discount, but it was a pretty fun game. If you want my recommendation on whether it's worth buying or not, I will say hell yeah, that game is definitely worth buying. It is a cool little game. But I'm not too qualified to talk in this category because one, not gonna play this shit, but 1, 2, 3 games I haven't heard of, and 3 I haven't heard of, haven't played, nothing. Best sports racing game. F1, 2K25, 2K24, EA FC, Topspin. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna vote Topspin because fuck all those other games. I know how I feel about fucking 2K. Best multiplayer. Helldivers 2. Best multiplayer. Call of Feces, Shit Ops 2, Big Black Cock 6, Helldivers 2, Super Mario Party Jamboree, Tekken 8, Warhammer Space Marines 2. Let's read the description so like I can get a better understanding. For outstanding online multiplayer gameplay and design, including co-op and massively multiplayer ultimate experiences, so MMOs, irrespective of game genre or platform. Fuck, I gotta do my Duolingo. But before I do that, let me go back to talking the language of I know games. I tried to flip that, but whatever, nigga. Anyway, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2, Super Mario Party Jamboree, Tekken 8, Warhammer. I'm gonna first start off by saying this. I think this is a really hard to contest category because everything up here has strong multiplayer experiences. Tekken 8 being a fighting game, don't have to speak too much on that. Fighting games usually always have strong multiplayer experiences. Space Marines, that was a sleeper hit. I had a lot of fun on this game. And both single player and multiplayer just going online. I think the most fun part of both Warhammer and Helldivers is when you play the game, you really get to like fuck around and have fun playing the role of being like a Space Marine or a Helldiver. Like when you go on Helldivers 2, like when you go on Call of Duty, for example, nobody gets on Call of Duty and pretends to be a military man. Nobody goes on Super Mario Party and pretends to be fucking Bowser. Everybody who plays Helldivers go like they're fighting for Super Earth. We're fighting the battle to liberate and spread some freedom and manifest destiny all across this fucking universe. Warhammer, when you play Warhammer and you go online and you say, let's overtake point beta, brethren, because they don't say beta in that game, they say beta. Let's overtake point beta, brethren. Everybody else playing that game responds to you in the same manner. Like, I've had so many moments where I'll be playing a game and like I'll be part of the traders faction, which is called Chaos in the game, and I'll be like, yo, on the Chaos gods, I hope they give me enough strength to overtake point B by myself. And niggas will just respond, role playing, and go along with it. Like, everybody who gets that game just understands that we're all playing a role. Warhammer is, like I said, except for that one dude I ran to in that one video, 99% of the people, like that video I have, I swear to you, That's literally dead ass the only time I ran into a sweat on this game. In terms of somebody who was crying about it. Like most people who are like playing this game in a multiplayer modes and whatnot, for both of these games, Helldivers and Warhammer, but more so Warhammer because of the PvP and shit like that. Like everybody who's playing this game, they're just playing a game for fucking fun. They're role playing and they want to role play while playing against some other people. I feel like this game hasn't been touched by the everybody wants to be a super MLG pro that wins the $1 million tournament off of this game scene. I feel like that crowd hasn't touched this scene because they're not trying to force this game to be no goddamn esport. Tekken 8, again, it's a fighting game. Super Mario, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Now, I think the two strongest things in this category to win are between Black Ops 6 and Helldivers 2. That's just my personal opinion. The game I'm going for is Space Marines 2 personally, because all the reasons I explained. The role play, when I played it, it was actually fucking fun, unlike Helldivers to me. Tekken 8, I like fighting games and my FGC bias should make me vote for Tekken, but I fucking hate Tekken so much that I'd rather vote for Space Marines personally, because I just like that game, the way it plays, and the fact that you could go from shooting shit to stabbing shit in an instant. That's just fun to me, man. I just have more fun doing that. Best adaptation. Okay, so I'm not gonna speak on. First off, Knuckles is only here because it had a big budget. Most of the people that watched this show said that Knuckles was barely in the fucking show, and that's what made me excited to watch it. And I was like, the show named Knuckles barely got Knuckles. Yeah, I don't want to get hurt watching this shit. I don't, because one of the few things I like about Sonic is Knuckles, and then Knuckles is rarely in the Knuckles show. Unless one of y'all in the comments want to refute that and want to like let me know if I was misled or something like that, go ahead, feel free. But Like a Dragon Yakuza, I don't know enough about Yakuza to speak on this. And for Arcane, I haven't watched it yet. I'll watch season 1 and 2 eventually probably, but I haven't seen it yet. But everybody swears to God this is one of the greatest things in animation history regardless of genre. The two I have watched though are both Tomb Raider, The Legend of Lara Croft, and Fallout. Now, I'm only on like episode 3, but this shit is fucking amazing so far. But I don't feel like this adapts the ideas that happen in the game too well. Because there are like action sequences and stuff like that, and like bear with the wording, because like the way I'm saying it isn't exactly how I mean it, but I can't find a better way to say it or the way I'm looking for. But this is a good anime that stars Tomb Raider. This isn't a good anime that stars the Tomb Raider games. I mean, wait, I said that wrong. This is a good anime starring Lara Croft. This isn't a good anime that represents the Tomb Raider games. Like, as somebody who's played the Tomb Raider games and knows a lot about the Tomb Raider games and lore from like experience playing the games growing up, that shit don't feel like, and no, not like the OG Tomb Raider games. I'm talking about like the 2013 ones, and I've played like the older ones in the emulator shit. Okay, don't start that unk shit. But as for these types of this particular show, it feels like I'm watching an anime with Lara Croft, which is not a bad thing. Still a good show. But in terms of adaptation, for recognizing outstanding creative work that faithfully and authentically adapts a video game to another entertainment medium, nah, this ain't it. Also, from what I've seen in the trailers of this, I don't think this adapts or relates to the gameplay much either. It's more of a creative take based on the world introduced in the games. Fallout, on the other hand, that's not enough. That's not enough. That's not enough. Drop a bomb on their motherfucking heads too. Okay, so I'll press the goddamn bomb button. Yeah, there we go. Drop a bomb on their motherfucking ass and clap it up. Cause this shit, out of everything up here, best show up here, hands down. Even better than Lara Croft. And Lara Croft is amazing, but it's not on level with Fallout. Because if you've actually played the Fallout games and you act like this show is so significant in terms of the way that it adapts how everything happened, that it actually affects Fallout lore. This TV show actually affects the video games Fallout lore. It is canon to the video games. Todd Howard himself opened up his mouth and said that. So I don't know how better you could get of an adaptation than one that goes in line with the game. Number one. Number two, the first time you watch this show, you're not gonna notice everything. This is one of those shows that I would argue is on par with Squid Games in terms of shows you can't just watch once. You gotta watch this shit once and then watch it again and again and again to really get all those references and really see a lot of stuff. Cause like, slight spoilers, in the first episode, and like, skip ahead. I'm not gonna, I'll put the, I hope I remember, but I'll put the timestamp down below. If I don't remember, somebody please do it for me in the comments, and I'll pin your comment and put it in the description so it appears on the video. But boom, in the first episode, some raiders break into the vault and pretend to be people from another vault, and like they come eat up the, what are you doing? Can y'all see his butt? Yeah, put that down. Stop. Sir, get your booty out the camera. Like they break into the vault pretending to be people who are offering one of their males to breed one of the females in a vault. Like they basically break in. During that part of the scene where they're actually doing a break-in before they tear shit up, you could see on the back of their suits, they have clips to hold the suits in place to make it look like it fit, because they're raiders. Not all of the suits they got fit them properly. If they were actually born in a vault, they would have suits tailored to their body type on. As little details like that until you watch the whole series, you won't notice. So that's one of those series that if somebody you know wants to watch that series over, you could sit there, watch it with them, and get something new out of it. Also, there's a lot of hidden little references and things like that you gotta be really fucking sharp with it to understand. Like, for example, that scene where, and again, more slight spoilers, that scene where Cooper the Ghoul was shooting at those people and was shooting that damn gun in that circle where people was trying to attack him because they was trying to get that old ass scientist head because of the fucking cold fusion code core that they wanted to unlock. When he was walking around shooting that, I didn't peep it until I saw a reference video breaking it down. But that shit was a reference to the VAT system. When he was going in a circle shooting, that's a reference to the VAT system. And if you pay attention, the three main characters, they represent different max perk paths. Like fucking Cooper the Ghoul, he maxed out on a gunslinger perk, for example. So it's like, yo, when you really pay attention, all three of them have stats in a special system that if you know the games, and I've watched breakdowns where people was estimating what their special system scores were and what they were specialized in. Now, spoilers over. With all the references and cool stuff that they had to the games and the way that it affects the actual game canon going forward. So if they go forward or backwards in the timeline in the next season or in the next game, they actually have to like take into account what happened in this show. Nigga, this show fucking amazing. And even if you've never played Fallout, even if you, like me, played Fallout and you don't like the Fallout gameplay, but you like the Fallout lore because it's pretty cool and has a nice aesthetic, this show is still amazing. This show too, if you've never played a Tomb Raider game, you're not gonna get a feel of Tomb Raider by playing this, but you're gonna get a feel of Lara Croft and her character and stuff like that, but not really a feel for the game. You're gonna get a feel for the characters, but not really the game. But if you want to watch something that gives you a feel for the characters and the game, Fallout. Most anticipated game This one is really a case-by-case basis. We don't even need to talk about this fucking category. A lot of people are waiting for all these games. This shit ain't never coming out. Let it the fuck go. But at all 5 of these games, come on now. Actual news outlets are reporting. And when I say actual, I'm not diminishing gaming news outlets, but what I should say is traditional general news media outlets report about Grand Theft Auto 6. Traditional media outlets have never said a word about Monster Hunter Wilds, Metroid Prime 4, Ghost of Yotei, or Death Stranding 2. No, they do not have that level of motion. Nigga, everybody's waiting on GTA 6. Even people who are just a little bit of slightly GTA fans is waiting on GTA 6, nigga. Best sports game: Counter-Strike, Dota 2, League, Mobile Legends, Valorant. So yeah, that pretty much summarizes all my thoughts about the Game Awards and whatnot. But keeping it on the topic of the Game